Hey there, Three Rivers folks. I'm going to try to make this video lots of topics I want to cover, and I'm going to try to have a little more energy in this video than I did that Facebook Live post the other day. It was after a call, and man, my mind was racing on 100 things, and that was about the lowest energy thing you've ever seen. I'm not an actor, so what you see is what you get. There's no actor in me. I'm about as authentic and real as you get. I'm the same cuss here that I am at home, that I am at church. I'm the same old cat. So anyway, I'm not going to act for you, but I'm trying to have a little more energy than that last energyless post. I want to cover a few topics, and I want to make sure you hear them. Video seems to be a good way to do that. I've done them in the past, haven't done them so frequently because I'm a little funky about producing my own videos, and don't have a lot of skills. You can tell my backdrop here is beautiful. It's amazing. It's my strengths finder, my scripture reading plan, lamp post, thermostat, my painting I did when I was in high school. Those are watercolors, Native Americans, Chief John Jolly. Anyway, not a professional backdrop, but nonetheless, it's a video with some information. So let me drop some stuff on you. Number one, this is very important. If you are a family with students at Three Rivers Church and you want to go to summer camp at Snowbird Wilderness Outfitters, we're going to need you to get signed up for camp this Sunday. And you think, geez, that's dadgum early. Why in the world is sign up so early? Because when camp goes online to register spots right here in just a few weeks, it goes online at midnight, and usually by the next morning, the entire 11 weeks of camp are full, meaning our guys are online at midnight ready to reserve our week for camp, and we have to reserve our spots, meaning we don't want to reserve 40, 50, 60 spots hoping you sign up. We need to make sure that we sign up for the spots that we're going to use, maybe a few extra to invite some friends who need to know Jesus and expose them to the gospel, not necessarily for people who aren't planning or making plans. So if you're a student family, we need you to see Amy, to see Marco, to see Kayla, to sign up. There's a link on TR Central to sign your kid up for camp. Need you to make sure you do that by this Sunday. Let's see, what else? Seating. One of the things we're trying to do is maximize our space, because here's the challenge. As a growing church and as a church that is now welcoming folks back from the summer, folks have been gone, college students are coming back, and also we're starting a college ministry that's happening on Wednesdays. And that college ministry's goal is to feed our vision by helping equip college students to engage their domains locally so that we can fill the earth with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. We want to achieve the vision that Jesus gave us, and we think college students can help do that. But that means they're going to come to our church on Wednesdays, and they're going to come to our church also on Sundays. And that means people are going to take up seats. And so we have a lot of empty space with folks not filling all the seats. And so we're not trying to be rude or trying to push you out of your seat, but it's an issue of hospitality and welcoming folks and making room for them. And so hopefully in the coming weeks, we're going to have some folks helping usher folks down closer to the front so that we can fill in from the front toward the back. And just please help us. We're not trying to be rude, and we're not trying to shove you out of your place. We're just trying to make sure we can welcome everybody and have a seat for everybody. A little statistical information for you. When a room is 80% full, the perception by folks coming in who aren't part of the insider part feel like it's too full for them. And so we're trying to be a good steward with the space God has given us. Now, we can go out and find a place and spend all of our budget on a facility, but then we can't do things like Restoration Rome. We can't do things like the World, where we work around the world in hard places and mobilize our people to their domains globally. And so rather than having a building that sits empty 6 days a week and spending money heating it and air conditioning it when it's just sitting there, we're choosing to partner with an organization so that we can use the facility, be a good partner to them, they be a good partner to us, and we can spend God's resources doing the work. And so part of the way we're a good steward with that is filling every seat. And so we need you to help us with that. So college ministry is kicking off. We're going to be full on Sundays, and we just need you to help us fill in seats. And so that will be very, 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 very helpful. Again, security. And if you don't like that word security, it makes you feel uncomfortable. Think of Nehemiah team. Think about helping people. Think about hospitality. As a matter of fact, security is an issue of hospitality. when I'm in a foreign country and a guest has me to their house, you know, one of the things they pledge that I'm going to take care of you, particularly in our country, in the hard place we work. Hospitality is built into their culture. And so when they pledge to have me to their home, they're pledging my protection. As a matter of fact, their culture tells them that they will die to protect me because I'm their guest. Well, shouldn't we do the same? Shouldn't we be caring to protect our people? Of course we should. And so we know everybody's serving hard and everybody's engaging and folks are working hard. And there's some folks who need to jump in and serve. And so one of the ways we're going to try to mine that out is by Kevin, our ministry director there, coming to the group that's setting up and seeing if there's some folks that can help them for that morning. If not, we're going to go with the guy's schedule. And if so, we'll have a full crew. So some is better than none, but if you can't help that morning, that's okay. We just we'll have a scaled down crew, but we will have folks standing and ready to serve in medical or situations, God forbid, that's not the most positive thing. And so just know that if you don't have the people in your setup crew for that morning to serve, that's okay. But if you do, we hope to mine some more permanent workers. And so we're going to try to do that. And finally, we're going to be studying for the next 4 weeks hospitality. And we're going to be talking about, from the scriptures, the nature and character of God as being one of hospitality. It's not the entirety of God's nature. God is holy, and he is absolutely holy. And that's the dominant characteristic of God. But God is also hospitable. And we're going to look in the scriptures where God shows hospitality and how that works itself out and the implications on us, because we do want to be a welcoming place. As a matter of fact, the passage we'll look at from the Gospel of Matthew this Sunday tells us that Jesus identifies with the outsider. And our reception of the outsider has everything to do with the evidence of whether or not we're in the faith. And so we want to make sure we welcome outsiders well. And I don't even like the word outsider. It's just a negative term, but it's a term that communicates. Folks who come to us for the first time may not be on the inside of small groups, and they may feel like they're on the outside. I know when I visit a new place for the first time, I feel like an outsider. Well, one of the things we want to do is make people, when they come into us, make them feel like they're on the inside. We want to treat them as though they're on the inside, because that's how the Lord dealt with people. So it's a nature and character of God issue, and we want to begin to work that out. And by the way, Three Rivers, you're doing that really, really well. The news we hear from folks who are visiting us for the first time say that they visited other places and they came here and felt at home, and you made them feel at home. So we're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. And we want to keep pushing that and keep growing that and be able to welcome those to the inside who are coming from the outside. And so Three Rivers, that's some information for you. Hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic week. May the Lord's grace and peace be multiplied to you. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday. Take care.